Uncover shocking revelations as we delve into Sebastian's mysterious disappearance. Have Katie and Chris Proudfoot known where he is all along?
Paste that, because I think you're going to say, this guy is right. This girl is right. This guy is right. This girl is right. The whole entire time. All right.
Was so mind-blowing as a mother. I was shocked at that. Absolutely shocked. I mean, yeah.
How would I keep you off the phone?
I honestly, I don't even think I would call my husband first. I would just call 911 and I would film my husband in later. I mean, that is also so strange.
Yeah. I think he was concerned about this being recorded.
Yep. Bingo.
Aren't all calls recorded.
And guys, by the end of this episode, if you're kind of swaying a little bit about this, I think you're going to if you got that scale system going, your scale is going to drop way down here and you're going to be like, damn, I noticed some of that, but I didn't notice all of that. All right. What's up, Casey Case, Jolie DJ, Anna, everybody? Come on in. Good to see you. We got Christmas coming. I absolutely have PayPal, my friend, and I put those down there because it's Christmas. And when you guys do give me donations, it just goes into the outer right now. So if you guys do want to support Guilty of Crime in that way, you can do those at the links below. I have PayPal, which is easy. It's just J Scott YT for YouTube. I got Cash App and Venmo. Holly says test 1, test 2. Thank you. All right. We're almost until the next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know about the call directly to the sheriff's department, whether that's recorded or not. I don't know.
Sorry. Okay. Got it.
So the person that is close has the closest information, not secondary or tertiary, but right there is the person they want to talk to. Now, here's an objection.
Do you remember how many times Chris has made these god-awful excuses for everything, and how many times he said that there's no evidence of Sebastian's disappearance? Remember that. There's no evidence. They did not call 911. There were no reports made. There was absolutely nothing for anyone to look at, including their guilty faces and guilty knowledge, because in the first interview, they only showed their hands. By the time we get to that, and if you don't know, now you know, like Biggie says.
And some say, well, if he called 911, it would mean a delay in getting help due to a jurisdiction of coverage to the sheriff's department. As far as my understanding is, a simple press of a button and it goes right there.
That's my understanding as well.
Okay, so let's take this though and say, okay, well, if that's really true, then definitely better to call the sheriff's department, even though I think it could be at least in his mind, how to A, avoid this being recorded, and B, how to control the information. The answer to this objection is simple. The stepfather should have then given the mother, here's the number, call them now.
Right. And again, he's controlling the narrative, guys, period. Even if he didn't have anything to do with any of it, let's just say we don't know anything, he's controlled the narrative the entire time, and he still is. I can't know how many times he said that.
Right. This is urgent. And that wasn't done either. So the concern is this an attempt to control the information, which is what we've seen.
And, I didn't even put that up as a red flag, Veronica. I'm glad you brought that up, because in the last episode, I said, what happened in between the time that Sebastian went missing and after that Chris and Katie and Seth don't get along? Because before that, they were doing perfect exchanges. He was getting him on his weekends. They were all gravy. You're even going to hear Chris Proudfoot at one point talk about how he helped Seth to get a job, and he took the job but didn't want to finish it, and Chris told Seth, you better go back and take that job. I went and got you that job. You be a man for your son. That's how much they got along. But yet, after the disappearance, he won't let Seth get near or even talk to Katie about their missing son. All right, let's keep going.
Precisely, rearview mirror, in all the interviews.
Ooh,
this is obviously what the dynamic of their relationship is. He is controlling.
All right. Period. All right. So we just got started. So just imagine how this is going to go down. Now I'm going to put this up on the screen for y'all, and I'm going to give you a little Jay from Guilty of Crime backstory. All right, this was on July 1st. We got At Night Media. All right, and the reason I'm bringing this here, let's put this up there because we do want to bring Sebastian home. All right, but let me tell you the backstory. Make sure this is a guilty behavior. By the end of the show, you'll think so even more. Deb, good to see you. Happy holidays to everyone. I love you guys. I love being with you guys. All right, now listen up, guys. This got over to me, and I'm not going to say her name. I can say her name is Doodle Mom. All right, she's a Doodle Mom. So she messaged me, and she told me that they reached out to her, these people that were asking for a ransom, and I'll show you guys later. Okay, her name is Doodle Mom. She had a person contact her and say that they have Sebastian. Why they contact her, God only knows. God only knows. All right. All right. So let me read this. She says something isn't right in Sumner County. I think the rent-a-cop, and it says Chris Carr, who lives directly behind the Proudfeet or Proudfoots, whatever, is involved in Sebastian's disappearance. Now, I'm not holding a bunch of weight to that, but whatever. I'm reading her stuff that she sent me. He never gave up his security footage, and he has 7 high-tech cams with audio and night vision that you could see. So we could see those videos, but he won't give it up. I don't mind if you talk about the ransom. I did go on a panel with a smaller creator and talked about what happened on the show. All right. The channel's called Crime Time Buzz. We're going to go over that. After that, she sent all the information to the FBI and to At Night, which are the people that are on my screen right now. All right. So I wanted to get her on here. We couldn't sync up, and I didn't want to hold off on the show because, well, Sebastian's celebration is going to come up. It's coming up real soon, and they're all having a get together. All right. I think Dolly even talked about possibly going out there. Anyhow. All right. So listen, here's what happened. She said she contacted FBI, she contacted At Night, and she contacted Seth to make sure that they knew that there was a tip and a ransom called in and said, we have Sebastian. If you give me this amount of crypto, we're gonna give him back. He's alive and well. All right. So she trusted Crime Time Buzz to get it to Seth, which he did. And they even had Seth get a secret question that only Sebastian would know to make sure that these people that say they were holding Sebastian ransom would actually give him back if they gave the money. Okay, so they wouldn't know the answer. Seth was involved, Crime Time Buzz, and this lady, with the person claiming to have taken Sebastian in a car. She says, it was terrifying, but I really felt this guy was telling the truth, so I was on pins and needles, praying and hoping for a rescue. So when I went on the panel, I didn't show my face, and I didn't go by my real name. She only went by Doodle Mom. All right. So she says it took 3 days for SCSO to even respond. And the only reason they did was when the At Night called them out. I've never to this day got an email from anyone other than At Night. This case could be solved if it gets out of those hands of SCSO. Sebastian deserves to be found. I'll link a short video that with the ransom deal, and I'll come on your show. That's what she says. All right. We weren't able to get her on this time just because I didn't want to wait. Now, last week, I told you guys about the At Night Media. That was a fluke. It was, but she contacted law enforcement and they did nothing. All right. Now, listen. Last episode, I told you At Night Media talked about the failure on July 1st. All right, At Night Public called for immediate and comprehensive federal investigation. Now, guys, this was July 1st, 2025. All right, and it's 4:44 right now. Let's say a prayer that Sebastian is brought home. All right, I stopped for a second. July 1st, 2025. They claimed that the independent analysis using surveillance video, digital forensic, and other investigative tools that they found that what they say are indications of third-party involvement. Now, this is At Night releasing this. I'm going to show you in a bit. At Night further asserts that a ransom tip was received on June 23rd, 2025. Nobody responded until July 1st, and allegedly it contained a USDT cryptocurrency demand. They put a digital wallet address in there, and they gave evidence suggesting that Sebastian was trafficked to Cancun, Mexico. Are you guys listening to me? I hope you guys can hear what I'm saying, because we're going to break down through this as well in a little bit. I didn't even know about this. I didn't know they didn't do anything. I didn't know they ignored him. None of this. All right. They've done nothing at all. Exactly. And that's why we think it needs to be out of those hands. Okay. Now listen. And if I miss something, I will promise to get back to you. If you guys do a super chat, super sticker, you want to ask questions, whatever. All right. I'm glad you're picking up what I'm putting down, Jen's Gypsy. Thank you. All right. All right. Now listen, I'm going to keep going. Okay. They say, At Night says they escalated this tip to FBI and TBI, as well as the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, NCMEC, and to local investigators. And they followed up repeatedly over several days, according to At Night. No agency responded meaningfully until a PI hired by the family intervened. Since then, they say they have no further updates, clarifications, or actions regarding the ransom lead. They viewed this as serious oversight that can jeopardize Sebastian's safety, and they have demanded accountability and transparency. Now, on November 9th, 2025, which was last month, At Night posted an update, and it says, despite the frustration, they remain under the assumption of survival, emphasizing that they haven't given up on hope that Sebastian's alive. And that's where we are right now. All right. So again, we've got videos coming. I got stuff to show you. We got it. What's up, Juicy Jules? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. I hope he's alive. But and here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, Krista. Regardless if that's a hoax, okay? Regardless if it's a hoax, a lot of you here on YouTube think that Sebastian was trafficked. All right. If you get a tip like this, you need to do something and follow up. Another thing, this became an international case, right? It became international media freaking frenzy, and still the parents didn't take the opportunity to get in on that and plead for Sebastian.